which, as we kind of lightly touched on already, that all of you will be, if you so choose to accept the mission, participate in. And I'm going to, before I start, have Beckett talk to you a little bit about the questioning part and, things to do with that. But what I want to do first is just give you a little bit of information about myself and what this is going to look like, or maybe even feel like, for those of you that are here today. So I was sharing that I did have a spontaneous awakening. None of this was exactly what I was looking for, yet here I am. I don't want to take too much time on that, but I do have a notebook here. If you want to jot your email down at some point and connect with me, I can send you, more information about myself as it goes for that. So let's just talk about trance channeling and what this is going to be like today. So I like to look at trance channeling as the most simplistic example I can give is really we're all channeling and have access to connection and channels more than we realize. Now for me, when I'm trance channeling, what I'm doing is I'm going to be entering into a very deep, meditative, relaxed state. When I do so, I then have an invitation that goes to whatever high frequency energy wishes to come for you, all of you today. Now, I mentioned earlier, but I do channel mostly galactic frequencies, angelic, and also some ancient archetypes like Thoth, Lemuria, and Merlin has come through quite a bit. And so these frequencies, what I have found is that they've said that what comes through is based off of who is here and what frequency harmonizes best with everyone's energy that's present today. So this is why I channel multiple different beings, because it will be different for each group of people and individuals. When I am entering this meditative state and send this invitation, the energy will then come through. Now, this is only after I feel the frequency and give it permission. Now, once it comes through, depending on what energy it is, a few things may take place. Some energies are great, and I will just sit here calm and, be here while it speaks. Others, I will jolt and I may sway or shake or move. If this is disorienting, I invite you to close your eyes if you would like and just really feel into the energy that is present. Every session I've done, I've been told that what people have come back afterwards and said most is they are surprised at how connected they felt to the energy that it almost felt disorienting and they forgot their questions. So there is a frequency there, and I say that this connects with you to the point of your willingness to receive and open to that channel. So if jolting is uncomfortable, close your eyes if it's easier and just feel the presence and connection to the energy. Now, that said, because of connection, some people have experienced visuals, communication, or things unsaid, exchanged in my client videos, and I know you can speak to that as well. So even if you are embodied and present in the frequency, you can even, if you do not feel comfortable, as we said, you are welcome to ask questions. If you don't feel comfortable, connect and ask in your mind. You might get exactly what it is you're looking for. So don't feel any pressure. This is all meant to be received to the point that feels most supportive to where you are. So once the energy comes through, my consciousness recedes. This means at the end, I will not remember what was said. I don't know the conversation. So that is just part of the process, that I don't know. So I won't be able to refer back to answer any questions at the end, as it relates to that. And I think that, other than the question part, I've covered everything. Yeah. So do you want to speak a little bit to that?
All I would say is ask whatever's important to you right now. Like, even if it's beyond, they can tell. I know, like, for me, they're working with me, my telepathy, so they'll answer before I even get the whole question out. I'm like, yeah, but they're already, like, yeah, we said that. I was like, yeah, but they're like, no, yeah, we got it. So, the other thing you will, I think, at the end of this, you guys might notice when you go home, drink more water.
I forgot that one.
You might notice some body aches, you might notice headaches, you might notice that because there is an energy exchange. So I know I've had it. My clients that she's had, my friends that worked over there have had it, and it might not show up till tomorrow. And you're like, why am I so sore? It's this, because even though you're exchanging words, they are exchanging frequencies. So to her point, I will get visuals sometimes when they're talking to me, on top of what they're saying. Whatever your gifts are, that is, I'm a more visual person and knowing. I see things more than I hear, so they'll work with me that way. But honestly, ask anything. Any question you have, anything that's on the table, go ahead and ask it. I think the easiest way to do this is if you have a question, just kind of like let me know, and we can then get to everybody, just so people aren't talking over each other. Mm-hmm.
Because it is important that if you do want to ask a question, hearing you ask the question, you're connecting by vocalizing, you're connecting again to the frequency. So that, because they've said even with him, he'd say things and they say, yeah, but your tone, this is the energy underneath it.
They'll sense it. You can't put it that way. And if they don't know, they might thought they were scanning your energy.
Yeah.
To answer whatever it is that's pertinent for you at this time.
And
so that's very normal.
Yeah. And nothing is ever exchanged or done without your openness.
They will always ask.
Yes.
Is it okay if, may we suggest this? Could we give you a visual? Mm-hmm. Could we, it's never told, it's just suggestions. If you're not open to it, simply say, no, I don't want that. Mm-hmm. If you are. So it's always a permission-based exchange. So understand whatever you guys all feel comfortable with is what you allow.
Yeah.
And they're okay with it. Yes.
Because some answers, they use words that Cassandra will channel, and they may not make sense. So it's okay to say, explain.
Yes.
And really understand.
Very good point. Yes, because I've done that and be like, can you clarify that a little bit more? Like what? And they'll readjust.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, awesome.
I think that's it. Do you guys have any questions before we go? Well, for me, it's, I'm going through a big transition right now. So, like, there's a perspective I'm not getting on a problem I'm having, which was, like, the other week. And it's like, I've looked at all these avenues. Why am I not excited about this career that I'm doing right now? This part of my creativity. And so what came through was like, well, if you took and decided and divided yourself into little children, one's the old you, one's the new you, and as a mother, you said, go play. They're not going to want to play with each other. Because the older one's going to be like, I have nothing in common with him. What am I doing with him? You know what I mean? The new one's like, I don't know what I want. But they said eventually eventually they'll figure it out, and one will get bored and go. So it was for me, a visual of a question of what I'm dealing with versus like, tell me what I'm here to do for the rest of my life. Right? You can, but they're going to go, well, what are you really wanting? Do you know what I mean?
They will prompt you to go deeper. Yeah.
They will not let you get away with, like I said. They'll go, okay, but in the frequency we hear that you're saying, it's saying that you're actually more frustrated and irritated than you're admitting. You know
not you,
not
but
you.
Yeah.
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 That happened the other day.
Yeah.
Okay, you be fair, you're right. So let's address that. Where is
Yeah.
that coming from?
Yeah.
So anything I would say right now, easiest way is what first comes to your mind.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but like she said, they come through and some people are like, and I've done that in the beginning when we started. I'm like, I don't know what to ask. What do I say to this? Eventually it'll flow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Well, I'm definitely already feeling the energy coming on because I'm like, yeah, he feels my energy strongly. Okay, so I'm going to start going ahead and connecting. The other thing is you may have noticed, maybe not, but sometimes my throat chakra will get activated before this happens. So I've been clearing my throat a little bit. So I know that's not the most fun sound, but yeah, I can't help it. All right. So this will take a couple minutes. So what I would like you to do, and like I said, you can keep your eyes open or closed, but for right now, what I would like everybody to do is just take a moment and take a deep breath. Just feel yourself begin to relax into your body. The frequency that comes through today is coming through to harmonize with each and every one of you. As I am connecting, I invite you to just join with me. We can all use more moments of presence in our day, just to relax, allow any concerns to recede into the background for the moment. Appreciate this opportunity, this breath. And I'm going to begin connecting, and I just invite you to stay here in this energy for the moment as we all come together. Greetings to you today. We would like to provide an introduction. We are a Lemurian frequency, you may refer to us as Grandmama. We have come to you in this time because the frequency in which we feel would be most needed is that of love. We feel within each of your energies moments in which you could receive more support, more love, more connection. These, at times, your people, we feel overlook. You busy, you learn, you grow, and you forget. You forget why you are here. You forget those important things that are here to be among you, assisting you, connecting with you. This is fine. We understand this is the ways of your human experience. This is why we are here. We come to assist, to help you remember that which you may have forgotten. We are grateful for each of your presence, the openness that we feel. It is within this time we invite you to come together for remembering. So we say, how might we assist you in this precious, beautiful moment? Might one of you have a question for us?
Go ahead.
I just want to know what my near future will look like as I have transitioned from a different lifestyle.
May we scan of your energy frequency for more information? We can say this. We sense there is significant adjustments and there will be more to come. There is an energy frequency that we are sensing in which you are stretching that of your comfort and how you show up, how you present, how you speak, when you decide to speak, and understanding your power. The transition in which you are experiencing is not entirely complete. It will continue to evolve as you continue to evolve. We are seeking what guidance we wish to share during this time. One moment as we connect again to your frequency. Do not overlook that which you have accomplished. We invite to become more of your personal cheerleader, to appreciate and celebrate where you are and the steps that have brought you here. For if you can be this for yourself, my child, there is nothing you cannot do. You will find your way through this moment, and you are not alone, for many are experiencing similar journeys where they are stretched. Collectively, you are being stretched because you are becoming more that you are. When you are stretched, you may hold more, and you all are capable of holding more. Do you find this information to be helpful for you? Wonderful.
Do you have any more specific questions? Go ahead.
Very specific. Mm. This is okay, for we understand these sorts of questions. For many of your people tend to feel as if you may miss the mark. There is certain ways in which one must travel or behave or be or pursue. Therefore, there can be fog or confusion at times. May we scan your frequency, therefore, to sense your journey in better guidance on this question. We will say to you this. We will not say specifically where you should move. For if we were to do so, you would miss the journey. The journey is in the connection to the self, trusting, I am here. I am here to feel, to be, to explore, to do, and I know where I shall be because it is so as I choose it. You forget as humans, as we said to you, there are forgetting. We would speak of this today, did we not? This would be one of those moments. We understand, we empathize with the human experience. There can be, in a world of chaos, feeling as if, I just want one area to be simple, just tell me what to do so I may do it and live happily ever after. Yet, This takes away from the journey. But we will say to you this: water is very supportive to you. Where you are, you may decide to tune into what feels good, and you may just happen to notice that there may be water nearby. We also would say in your particular energy frequency, we feel as if not miserable hot, but warmth is also equally important. This may not adequately answer your question, yet we hope it leaves food for thought. Now, regarding to you wish to ask what you are meant to do. Are we understanding this correctly? Let me explain again. You are asking, what am I meant to do? Yes? Okay. For what we are trying to express to you is to understand that you are not meant to do any particular thing. This is taking once more from the journey. Yet in your second language of words, we sense there is a concern frequency towards finance. And what you wish we would presume is, what might I do that aligns with my authentic expression, that allows me to live a life of joy, happiness, that also contributes to financially this human experience? Is this accurate? May we tune into your frequency related to this subject. You have a sharp intuition. Do you realize this? Do you realize how much your words impact others? We would say to you, this is not entirely whole, yet a portion of what we are sensing wishes to awaken within you is significant use of your voice. How interesting. It too appears a call to claim your personal power. We are scanning your frequency for more. We feel that also we will say this: your direction will become more clear as you begin to accept your gifts. If you do not, and you continue to squash them, the confusion will intensify. The opportunities to acknowledge them will increase. They will begin to call to you for your attention. The way forward may not always feel easy. Yet, we sense within your soul, an energy frequency that we sense as, but what about this? As if someone was to say, you shall do this way. Your soul says, but what about this? There is a questioning of sorts that is designed to be someone who inspires change. Therefore, yes, it makes sense. We feel your frequency and the need to trust and use your voice more than you are. Once more, we understand this is not direct. We are not saying to you, you shall go become an accountant and it will be fulfilling for the rest of your days. This is not our guidance, but we empathize with your situation as many others on your planet. Do you feel this offered you something of assistance? Thank you.
Oldest daughter is state. Support what she needs from me. She needs to be a letting go.
We sense there is a hint of spiciness. Would this be accurate? First, we will say, we are with her. Many guides and frequencies are with her. We understand the challenges of this human journey for those who have chosen parental roles. The weight of feeling as if you are letting go. The concerns of, did I do enough? Did I say enough? Did I? She knows she is loved intensely. We can say this. How you may support her is in recognizing she is strong and she will find her way, and understanding that her soul must walk its path. Supporting her is supporting her. It is a time in which the parent must pull backwards of their intuitive feeling of knowing and enter a new phase of possibility, curiosity, and unknowing. And trust that just as you are supported with guides and angels, she too has her energy and will be on her soul's journey as it's intended to be. Know that you have done well. Know that everything will unfold just as it is intended. You support her through presence. When she shares enthusiasm, share enthusiasm with her. If you do not understand or agree, you can say, I see you. I see your enthusiasm. I see this is important. I am glad you are finding your way of what inspires you. And this is support. Do you find this to be helpful guidance?
I would like to ask if you can give me some thoughts or guidance for the next 6 to 12 months.
Play. There is more, but we play to savor, not for any purpose other than to be lost in presence. We feel also to you, we would say, much desires to connect with you. Much desires to play more with you. We feel you, in particular, have a close connection to the angels. They are with you. We also sense the fairies. When you play, when you are present in the moment, this breeze feels so refreshing. This food, how lovely to savor such things. This is another one of those forgettings we would say. We would remind all of you to your soul has chosen this experience, but yet you busy it with purpose and plans, anxiety, pressures, and you forget to understand that you came to feel, to laugh, to play, to experience, to love, to connect. Take every moment and find something you might connect deeper with. You may find in doing so, you will feel easier access to play in that process. We feel the flowers are very connected to you as well. You may choose, if you so desire, to get to know them better. Maybe through noticing, collecting, or studying in the form of science, or you may intuitively speak to them. This is play for your time. This is what we feel your soul's most important guidance is, yet we sense there is more. One moment. Interesting. Do you sing?
No.
We sense that there is a freeing of sorts that will move energy in your vessel. If you were to find yourself connecting and to consider to open your vocal cords, humming or song, singing, we love singing, yet if this is not comfortable at first, we would say, in every moment of your day, find an opportunity to hum. For if you hum, you may find you are intuitively moving the energy in your body. You are connecting to your chakras and adjusting what needs to be supported in that time. This also assists in relaxation, presence, and play. Does this information feel useful to you?
Yes.
Very well.
I surprisingly am extremely emotional.
This is not bad.
I didn't walk in here feeling like that at all. So I'm curious as to what that's all about.
May we scan your frequency?
Yes.
We sense there is a part of you, your inner child particularly, that desires a hug, desires to be held. Our frequency supports this portion of you. We invite you, if you will, to close your eyes for a moment. We are here with you. Our frequency, like that of the cosmic mother or grandmother, is here. Visualize this portion of yourself. We see you. We see your gifts. We see when you were misunderstood. We see when you knew, yet you were told that is not correct. We see the portion of you that was wise beyond its years. Imagine us holding this portion of you now. We are exchanging energy with you if you so choose to receive in this manner. May we connect to your frequency once more for further investigation. Where you are going is safe. how you are showing up is supported. There are those in your life who may not understand. Trust that as you are embodying your frequency, there will be those whom bonds you will strengthen. There will be those with whom bonds will be invited to shift and change. For you, we also sense there is a coming into your fullness as it relates to connection to people. And there are people that will be coming into your circle that will be frequencies in which you have called in. There is much desire we sense for your soul to experience in this existence connection specifically to the humankind. Trust where you are. All is unfolding as so intended. Does this information feel comforting and resonate?
Yes, I feel that it's, I don't feel so much that this is so personal. I feel that this is much more on a grander scale. Does that seem to make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Then that.
Yes.
Then I can connect with that. Thank you. Blessings.
I'm looking to find out if there's something in my day-to-day practice, whether it's reading more on certain things, to hone in more on my abilities that I've been working on for the past few years, to get to the point where I can just keep growing higher and higher.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. We would like to say this. There are those in which we may provide guidance that would say to not hold weight or emphasis to knowledge of sorts. For you, however, there is a portion of your soul that very much desires, we sense joy and bubbling of frequency that is of enthusiasm as you explore and gain knowledge of sorts. And there is a portion in which this is due to, may we scan your frequency. You in a past life have been a teacher. Therefore, you also, may we say, you have been a, we would say, of a mystical sort teacher. Therefore, there is a portion of you as the teacher enthused by the student, eager to learn, this feeling of satisfaction that grows within you as you explore and learn more. This also is a way for you in which you are connecting, and it connects you with experience and knowledge of others that can then be built upon from yourself. Therefore, we would say to you, yes, 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 but understand the result in the end will be of your own, because you will gather and it will morph and it will shape and it will make its own expression. Is this helpful?
I'm having trouble coming up with something specific. So is it possible that I could just ask, what I need to know for my highest good at this time?
Of course. Yes. May we connect to your frequency?
Yeah.
You are patient. You are sturdy in your frequency, meaning you are, you carry an energy like that of Mother Gaia, one that is holding, supportive, like the earth. In this, you watch and you see. You are an observer and you are patient like the Buddha and wise. You carry these energies in every moment. Yet, there is more we wish to say. We are scanning you once more. There are stories of your experiences that wish to be told or shared. We are sensing also, we wish for you to know there is great potency within your touch. You have a beautiful frequency in which you hold. Our guidance to you for your highest good in this moment is to in part see your strength, feel seen in this frequency you carry. We sense also that there will be those who come into your reality that will be meant to hear your stories. Allow this energy without judgment. You may not realize that what you are saying is causing the response in which it does. We sense a lot of cat frequency with you from a past life as well. May we scan more into this frequency. We're sensing this as a frequency that we're associating past life, meaning we shall clarify. We sense you have had relations to cats in which we wish to inform you held connection to souls experiencing in past lives, meaning in human form. Does this information
Can you clarify that? I didn't quite understand.
In this life, have you had a cat?
Yes.
That cat you felt close to. Yes?
Yes.
That cat is a soul. That soul has a soul contract with you. That contract comes from a continuation of a prior life in which you were, I'm hearing, sisters in human form. We have time for one more question.
I'd like to ask about eating disorders that very often start in teenage girls. And it seems like there's this obsession with being thin. Can you talk about that? What's going on with that energy? Has it been going on for a very, very long time? Or has this thing evolved? How do you feel with that when someone is trying to help another person?
This is a good question and feels addressed of the collective sort. Is this accurate? We will then scan the frequency of this to see what guidance wishes to come forth. We sense this is very layered. We sense there are different soul experiences in which have different purposes. We will speak to 3. First would be that there are those of consciousness that are experiencing various expressions of polarity. Meaning, if there was a past life in which one might have struggled of sorts with food-related topics through outer influence, there are many. We would say one would be of excess of food, one of royalty living, of experience in which you have but others do not. There is also themes related to the vessel that may influence these storylines. There, second, we would refer to the body. Often, we can see one expression in this reality and presume that it is simply of this. We often may forget that the soul has had many journeys. Therefore, there can be circumstances in which this life, the soul is exploring balance. Balance of desire, external pressure, how one's desire may influence what you receive, what you give, who you are, how you are perceived. We are seeking for clarity in words we wish to share. We feel that in this example, much of this subconsciously relates to guilt. Guilt of having when others do not. The third would be, we would say, more specific to the vessel alone in appearance. We are seeking more language. Acceptance. This is simply a long-lived, we would say, programming of the human nature. If I am a certain way, if I look a certain way, if I speak a certain way, I will be accepted. Certain souls have had multiple lifetime experiences of trial and error of different ways in which they are exploring how they shall be received. This is a complex question to answer, as there are many souls' expressions. Is this information adequate, or is there a more specific storyline you wish us to tune into?
No, I'll just in general. Is there a way to help if it's your child?
If we were to guide those who are in similar circumstances, we would say the best thing we sense as guidance to share with you is that of love and support. While it is hard for each and every one, the best guidance we can say is one must understand that the soul is on the soul's journey. This requires a certain level of detachment. If you were to attempt to counteract, this will often cause more difficulty within the soul's navigation system. It is like the thing you wish not to look at, but yet when someone says, don't look here, then you look at it, and you look at it, and you look at it, and you cannot seem to take your eyes off of it. Therefore, for any person in this predicament, we would say, love, support, and trusting that when you do feel aligned to speak or share, this is well, but keep your channel and intentions clear, not to fix the problem or desire to fix the problem. You cannot fix the problem. This goes for any relationship, whether parent, lover, friend. You cannot fix the situation. You must allow the soul to complete its journey. Is this useful? It has been so insightful for us to feel each of your frequencies, to hear that of your questions. We hope that we have been of assistance. We hope that in closing you feel seen or even more inspired for deeper reflection. We hope our guidance has been useful and our energy has been supportive. We thank you for your time, and we would say to you, goodbye.